Yeah, welcome back. 46 minutes now past the hour. Obamacare was intended to provide everyone with affordable health care, but nearly half of all Americans don't think that's going to happen. Look at this new Fox News poll out. 47% expect the law will cost them more money. 11% say it will save them money. 34% say their costs will stay the same. And our next guest, what does he think? He says it's going to cost him his business. Bob Westbrook is a small business owner, and he's about to sell off his third pizza restaurant because of Obamacare, he says. Bob joins us now. Bob, great to see you this morning.
Good morning.
So tell us how Obamacare has affected you and your business.
Well, in 2010, I was president of my trade association, the Texas Restaurant Association, and part of our responsibility was to track legislation through the State House or through Congress to assess its impact on our industry. And needless to say, the Affordable Health Care Act was the big gorilla in the room. And when it passed, it was 10,000 pages of confusion. Matter of fact, it was months before anyone in Congress even read through the entire law. So I did the math real quick and easy. And the penalty for noncompliance, and it was called a penalty at that time, were thousands of dollars more than what we made out of the business. The only hope that we had lied in the responsibility of the Supreme Court. And when the Supreme Court ratified the employer mandate, the clock began ticking for me.
So then you had to close 2 of your CC's Pizza franchises, and you're now, you're about to sell your third, or have you done that already?
Well, we sold 2 in October to make sure that we got below the 50 employees. And now the third is being sold to my son. He wants to be an entrepreneur himself.
That's remarkable.
Obamacare,
have you told the government? Have you guys expressed your concerns? Because we know they're handing out vouchers. They know that there are problems with this, and they've been handing out waivers to other companies. Have you managed to hear from anyone in the administration on this?
Well, we've been very active in our lobby role to get the message out, and that's really what it is to tell the story. And I want to thank you for allowing me this morning to tell my story, because it's not any different from any small business owner or franchise owner in America.
I mean, it really is sad. It was going to cost you more than $78,000, more than $78,000 than what you were making in 2011 at the restaurant. So the simple math adds up. You're going to have a record year, otherwise you're going to have to close down the business. Have you thought about doing what other companies have said that they're considering doing, which is simply slashing the hours of their workers? We don't want to close up shop, but look, you used to be full-time. Now we've got to make you into a 20-hour-a-week employee.
You know, the math is really funny. A full-time worker for us is 40 hours. And the government came up with 30 hours as a full-time equivalent employee. And so in order to run any small business, you have to have a certain number of employees to execute the business plan, to execute the system.
Yeah.
And for us, it was just impossible. And being a multi-unit operator and being over the 50 employees made it economically impossible. So it really angers me at the fact that our government actually has now told me that I can't be a successful franchisee throughout my business career.
Well, Bob, this is just such a troubling story. We're hearing this from a number of small business owners across this country. Bob Westbrook is a small business owner, had to sell off 3 of his restaurants as a result of this. Thanks for sharing your story, and please keep us up to date on how things go.
I will. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.